90% of the freelance video editors just edit videos for the whole day, which causes them to burn out very often. So to prove that it shouldn't be like this, I decided to walk you through my 3 days, in which I'll be editing a long form video and doing all the other things I normally do beside editing. So let's begin with day 1. I woke up to my client's message assigning me a new long form video with a deadline of 3 days. So before doing anything else, I put the raw videos on download, and while videos were downloading, the raw files are now downloaded. So before actually starting to edit the video, we will have a look on the description. Here we can see the title of the video and the raw footage which we have already downloaded. Then there is the actual description in which he is saying the video is broken up to 3 categories and each category has multiple cities in it. So you can see here's the first category and its cities, and these links are of the B-roll footage he has recorded. There are a lot of drone footage and camera recorded footage, and then you can also see some figures with each city, that is 15 miles north of Seattle. So these are figures in written form so that I don't make any listening mistake while writing the text of them. So that's good. And here you can see in Maple Valley he is saying he do not have any drone footage of this city, so I have to find some stock footage or use Google Earth, and I will tell you how you can use Google Earth to create your own drone footage. And you will also notice that there are not much instruction in the description. That's because I have been editing for Bryce for around 7 to 8 months, and by now I know what I have to do in each video, so he don't need to provide me much information. So that's pretty much it in the description. So I will import our clips in Premiere Pro and then bring them in our timeline. First of all, I will reframe the clip so that our subject can be in the middle. So that's it. And our audio has also been loaded, so I will just start cutting the clip. So the cutting process is completed, and you will notice I have added a lot of markers here, and each marker represents the time where discussion of a new category or a new city has started. And while cutting, in my mind I also drew a rough sketch of how the video will look like. For example, the 3 categories will have consistent text animation, and how I will introduce each city and where map animation is needed and other type of animations, etc. And you will also notice our first marker starts here. The part before this marker is actually the intro of the video, and I always edit the intro after completely editing rest of the video, because first of all it takes a lot of time, and by the time I complete edits I find some of the coolest shots that are perfect for our intro. And even while editing the video, I do not edit it in sequence. What I do is I edit all the repetitive part first. Like when I start animating maps, I animate all of the maps required in this video, and then I move to another task. You will get it what I am saying once I start editing the video, and you will see how convenient it is. But before that, as I told you, I drew a rough sketch of where animations are required, and I do not use the dynamic link feature. I export all of them as MP3 file, and then I do whatever I need to do in After Effects. So let's export our first sequence for animation as MP3 in the relevant folder. So it was just our first clip, and as I told you, I do all the repetitive tasks simultaneously, so I will export each and every clip where animation is needed. So let's do it. So I have exported all the relevant clips, and now I will start animating them starting from the main categories. For that, I have this After Effects template which I made around 6 to 7 months ago for Bryce. It was very easy to make. I just downloaded this dotted texture from YouTube. Then I made this path using pen tool and put trim path effect in it for animation. And these text, I just put tint effect on this weather text so that it can have some depth in it. So in this template, I just have to replace some text. So now you can see our first animation is ready. I'll play it for you. Yes, it's looking perfect. So first I will export this video and we'll do same for category number 2 and 3. So let's do it. So all 3 categories are ready. You can see them on your screen. And now you can realize why I do all the repetitive tasks simultaneously, because it saves a lot of time. And I just have to make some minor changes on the same file and have to copy paste most of the things, which makes me more efficient, especially while I am animating maps, which we will see on day 2. So now after categories, we will make intro shots of our cities. So in this project description, our first city is Edmonds. So I will open its footage folder. There are a lot of drone footage and normal camera recorded footage in it. And just to make you understand, I'll show you this clip. See, I will never use this clip for an intro shot because when we place the text in this clip, due to a lot of distraction in this frame, people will not be able to focus on that text, which we don't want. So we will choose a clip which do not have a lot of things going on in it, so the viewers can instantly focus on the text we are trying to show them. Let's see this one. Here you can see it's a really good clip because there are not much activity going on in it and there is a lot of room where we can put the text, and I think we will place it near the boat and this bridge. So let's download it. So it is downloaded and I will bring it in After Effects, this one, and also the audio file. So first of all I will bring just the drone footage in the timeline and I will cut out the unnecessary part where the camera was not started moving and the last part from the video, so that our tracking process is faster. I'll apply camera track effect on it. So the camera tracking is completed and you can see there are not much tracking point in it. So we have to be very careful because when we do not put the text correctly, our text will drift along with the camera, which looks very terrible, and we may need to try some different tracking point for precise results. So here I created a text and solid. I want it along this bridge and the ship, so let's put our text here first to see the result, and then I will reposition it so that it can look like part of the frame. And so I will play with its rotation and position, and we may need to increase its size because it is looking very small, and I have to check whether it is moving with the camera or if it is drifting. And no, it is not drifting with the camera, so let's rename it to Edmonds and I will put it in the middle like this. And don't worry about the text being blending with the white shape. I have a solution for it. So I will reposition it again so that it can match the scene, and that's perfect. So now everything is fine and I will bring our audio file here so that we can sync the text animation. Here he is saying Edmonds, so I will move the layer here and just apply this animation from Animation Composer. So after this we have to do something to separate our text from that shape. So for that I will apply a deep glow effect and also drop shadow effect on it. So you can see it's already separated, but the deep glow parameters are very intense, so I will fix it. I will put exposure to 0.5 and radius to 600 and it will eventually look good, and we'll also play with opacity and softness of drop shadow effect. So it's pretty much done. The last thing we have to do is to color grade our main footage. Yeah, it's looking beautiful. So we have to export it again in our Edmonds folder, and I have to do the same with all other cities. So let's do it. So after that I made 5 more map animations which took around 2.5 hours, and I am very hungry now. So I'll have my lunch and then we'll continue the edit. For lunch I eat whatever is made at home, not the diet I follow for weight training, and I start eating after finding the perfect video. So after lunch I am ready to work again, and you remember Bryce told us that he do not have any footage for Maple Valley, so we have to create it using Google Studio. For that, firstly I'll open it and start a new project with required dimension and time. So the project is ready, and first of all we will search our location here, that is Maple Valley, and we can see our city is here. And panning the camera using right click, you can get its 3D shape and we can see our city in 3D. So first of all we have to find a perfect location where we can put our text based on the same criteria which we use for Edmonds. So after looking for a while I found this location which was looking perfect for putting our text. I think it's a supermarket with a parking lot, and we will put our text on top of the parking lot. Firstly I will put the camera where I want to start our animation and will apply some keyframes, and then after 5 to 6 seconds I will go to the position where I want to end the frame, our clip, sorry, and again I will put keyframes here, and let's see, and like this, and this is exactly what I wanted. So now we have to export it. For that you have to click the render button here. It will render our clip on cloud, and once it's done it will just email us. So after few minutes I got my rendered file and I just downloaded it, and we'll do the same with this as well. So after that, I completed all the remaining intros, which were 11 in total, and now it's 4:30 p.m. and I don't want to work anymore. Between this time to Maghrib, I read a book. Currently, I am reading 100 Million Money Model. And yes, I take notes while reading Hormozi's books because the value he provides in his books are insane. Now it's 6 p.m. so I will prepare for the gym and see you there. After gym, I returned home, ate my food, which is clean 70 grams protein, and again with YouTube. Then went on a walk. After that, it was my gaming time, and nowadays I am playing Black Ops 2. I finished the game few years ago, but loved the story so much that I am replaying it, and honestly, it was peak Call of Duty experience. Anyways, after gaming, I sent reels to my friends and then hit the bed at 12 am. On day 2, I woke up not knowing that a problem was awaiting me to waste a hell of my time. So I began my day as I did yesterday and started working on the map animations. So for maps as well, I have a template which I made a few months ago and improved it over time, and now it is so perfect that I use it in almost all of his projects. So let me play it for you. It's something like this, in which he is talking about Mill Creek, and just like our categories animation, we have to make some minor changes in this one as well. So let's start from removing these extra keyframes and all the unnecessary layers, and then I will bring our audio file. It's the audio file of Maple Valley, so I will search it and download it, and will go to the point where I want that location to be revealed. So here it is. Now I will double click on the layer in Geo Layers, so it will automatically create some keyframes and will go to that location. That means our animation has also been made, but later I will also play with the graph editors so we can make it smoother. So let's play this one.
So Maple Valley is located 25 miles.
Yep, I wanted something like this. So let's connect Seattle and Maple Valley through a car route.
So Maple Valley is located 25 miles.
Like this, but you can notice the route exceeding our area's boundary is looking very terrible. So I will mask it out from both Seattle and Maple Valley side, and now it's looking very good. And I will do one more thing to highlight our area over the rest of the map. So for that, you can already see I have another mapcom called King County Mapcom, and it is track mat to Mill Creek, which was our original city in the template. So now we have to track mat this mapcom to our Maple Valley, but not with this existing layer. Firstly, I will duplicate our Maple Valley layer and convert it into fill layer instead of a stroke only, and then I will delete the Mill Creek so that you can see our whole map is highlighted, but we only want our area to be highlighted. For that, we just have to track mat King Mapcom with the fill Maple Valley layer like this, and now you can see only our Maple Valley is highlighted. Rest of the map has those effects applied which were on the world mapcom, and on your screen you can see the screenshot of those effects applied. So after this, I will make some more adjustments like adding the distance, the median price of this city, and also deep glow effects where necessary. And after making all those changes, our first map animation is ready, and I will play it for you. So this is looking very good. While working on the other map animations, suddenly both of my monitors stopped giving display. I checked out the cables, replugged them, and even restarted the PC, but nothing worked. So I searched for solution on YouTube and Reddit and applied them, but they didn't help, and already my 2 hours were gone. But still trying to search for the solution, I remembered that almost a month ago I got a new RAM, and when I installed it, both displays were gone for a few minutes but got back on their own, so I assumed maybe RAM was the problem. So I removed the new RAM and started my PC with a fast heartbeat, and finally the display was back. I started working again, but it wasted my 2-3 hours, and I'll get the RAM checked later. So after a few more hours, map animations were completed. It's 8 p.m. and my book reading time was skipped, so I will go to the gym now. As I reached home, I had a message from my another client who wanted a revision in the last edit, which I delivered 2 days before starting out this project. So after dinner and walking, I quickly revised the video and sent it to him. And today I am frustrated due to the RAM issue, so I am gonna sleep now. Our day 3 is going to be a different day. Today, more than editing, I have to plan it because the things I did on day 1 and 2 are standard, which I do in almost every video. But today I am going to edit the intro, so it is always different from the previous video. But before that, I have to put all the animated files on the timeline and also the other B-roll footage. So still our whole timeline is empty, but now it will just take a few hours to fill it. So firstly, I will add all the animation on the markers which were added earlier. Then I am gonna place the new B-roll from his folder. For B-roll, Bryce says he need a lot of B-roll in every part, and I do exactly that and try to fill as much footage as possible. The rule is simple. Visual should match the script and should have transition where a topic is completed and sometimes sentence as well. So following the rules, I completed putting the B-roll, and now we have a decorated timeline which only needs a banger intro. So let's start planning it. First, we will start it with map animation, in which only Seattle will be highlighted and the camera will be zooming out. Meanwhile, the cities around the Seattle will also be highlighted. Then a match cut will take us to a PNG of Seattle map on a white background, where we will make an animation using 3D camera, in which it will zoom into the right first and relevant text will appear. Then it will go to the left, revealing other icons and text. Then we will need some B-roll footage rolling fast, and I have already collected some best ones. After this, we have to make a small animation in which Bryce is talking about where people live based on their job type. So first the location icon will appear and then will connect to the revealing job icon. And lastly, when he is actually defining the categories, I'll just show text so that the viewer can understand it better, because it's the core of the whole video. So generally this is the plan, and we have to cook most of the intro in After Effects. So let me do the magic, then I'll show you the results. And I do not edit continuously. I need to recharge to keep going. So for that, so after 5 hours of editing and recharging as well, I have completed the intro and I'll play it for you. Also let me know your thoughts about this intro in the comments. So today I worked for total 10 hours and 40 minutes and the whole video took around 23 hours. And this project will be paid on hourly basis, and I charged $20 per hour on Upwork, so I made a total of $460. So that's nice, I guess. And I will also drop the link to the whole video so you can check out everything I have added in the video. After exporting the video, I sent it to the client and this is what he said, and didn't ask for any revision, so that's cool. And lastly, I want to clear you that not all of my days exactly look like this, because when I have multiple client projects, I have to work for maybe 12 to 14 hours a day. But I still try to manage it by giving realistic time frames for the edit so that my creative part of brain can recharge and the quality couldn't be compromised. So that's it, and let me know how are the B-roll shots I captured in the comments, and thanks for watching this one.